Sponsor of this video, BetterHelp, and your therapist is
ice cream cone. I think I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. Here we go.
Welcome to Tanzania, one of East Africa's most vibrant, adventurous,
Who am I, Steve Irwin? I don't belong here.
fascinating countries.
Oh, so.
I almost puked watching that.
Tanzania's biggest city, Dar es Salaam, situated along the coast with a population of over 4 million.
Boom. All right, milk pound.
Our cross-country journey begins
Cioè,
here
è
as I
chosen or
head
not?
to
Is it chosen or not?
parts unknown in search of humble street food that packs a big punch.
It's not like there's a couple fish. It is like nothing but sardines.
From fresh seafood sourced right from the nearby ocean
Oh,
Okay.
look at it steam up.
to
go
local
pitch out,
recipes
guys,
that
nice
could
water.
only have been dreamt up here.
Something I've never seen before. I don't even know what it's called. What do you call this?
This is Tanzania, and it all starts here.
Welcome and good morning. This is Kivakoni Ferry Fish Market, the biggest fish market in all of East Africa.
Starting around the 19th century, this fish market was formed even before the birth of Dar es Salaam itself. It has a ferry, it has auction blocks, it has a market. You can even find fresh, hot and tasty, ready-to-eat food. Everything revolves around this saltwater currency, seafood.
This is where everything here at the fish market begins. It begins with the ocean. These fishermen woke up at the crack of dawn or earlier, actually. They went out, they got their catch, and now they're bringing it back.
There is no dock, there is no pier, so they must manually carry the catch by hand from the boats to the land.
You might not wanna get close. We a little wild war, covered in tattoos. Run it up, taking all the views.
This is really different than fishing I've seen in some countries I've been to recently. In Jamaica, in the Bahamas, it was all about single-person fishing. People just had one boat. It was like a solo man's journey. But here, you can see people are working in really big teams. Every boat that I can see out here has at least 10 men on it.
Whichever unfortunate underwater dweller swims into the net will soon be landing on someone's dinner plate. From big to small, colorful to camouflage, from common to rare, every type of seafood you can imagine is here.
Oh, this is great. For some reason, they've allowed me to come aboard one of these ships. It looks like a bunch of sardines here. They're offloading the catch. They scoop it into the buckets, and then this heads to shore next. It's completely wild out here. I've never seen anything like it, but so far, everyone's pretty friendly and pretty helpful. The only thing they say is don't step on the nets with shoes on. Understandable. Dude, what the heck? This is something you would see on the menu at a fine dining restaurant. A freaking swordfish, 45, 50 pounds, huge. That is wild. Good catch.
When you're out here, there is no trespassing. Captains and fishermen cooperate, linking their boats together and allowing passage from one to the next.
Boom. All right, milk pound. These guys been doing this for the last 15 minutes. It's like this little sideshow. I love it.
If you do make it out here, expect to get wet. That's no problem for a man's man like me, except I'm just kind of worried about getting my microphone wet.
Oh my God, it's my Prince Charming. Okay.
Yeah.
If the seafood heading to shore isn't sold on the spot, it moves to the nearby market where it'll be auctioned off to the highest bidder.
So we got to see where the fish are coming from, but now we're headed to the auction blocks. This is where all the fish head, they get sold, people buy what they need. I'm following Joyce up here.
She runs a food stall inside the fish market, and she knows this place inside and out. Daily, Joyce makes selections from vendors to supply her own eatery. Right now, we're headed to the market.
This whole indoor area, it's kind of a market and an auction block. Right behind me, the auction is happening.
What?
Let me explain how it works.
What? What? No todo.
This side, we have the men. These are the sellers. They're bringing the supply. Over here, the women are the ones buying. This particular table is just full of smaller fish. It is so busy, it is so packed, people are throwing money and throwing buckets. They're putting fish in the buckets and then tossing it back to the people. I've never seen anything like it. It looks like chaos, but if you're local, there's a system here and there's a way of doing things that all makes sense.
Usually this would be Joyce's spot, searching for a good deal on a bucket of sardines. But I've got some bigger plans she doesn't know about.
Is this
I'm talking tuna-sized plans.
200,000? Yeah. Let me see how it looks.
A whole tuna is a big ticket item, and I need to be sure I'm not being sold a lemon.
Okay.
You have to check the eyes and shit, no?
We've got a deal.
Tanzania again.
I just bought a tuna. Clean? One thing I can tell you about this fish market is that people here know how to hustle. As soon as I bought this gentleman came up to me and goes, "You need that fish cleaned?" I said, "Absolutely." So they're gonna clean it. Joyce is here to tell them how to cut it, because it needs to be filleted in a particular way. This isn't a usual type of ingredient for her to work with. This is more of a high-end ingredient in this area. Usually she'd be preparing a bit smaller fish. We're gonna finish cleaning it, we're gonna head to her stall, and then finally, it's time to eat.
Like catfish, I don't like any fish. Oh, salmon.
This is my
Salmon is fucking busting. Busting.
first meal in Tanzania, and I'm pumped. This
My
is
mom
really my
cooks
first
a
experience in
nasty
this country,
salmon.
coming to this market, and it's completely chaotic and completely awesome. A few things. It's hot, especially we're on the coast. It is hot and humid, and I've sweat through my shirt twice already. Two, the people are really friendly, especially in an environment like this. It would be understandable if they were more
Oh,
pushy.
nasty good. My mom takes cooking classes in the weekend. She goes to like some school plus some shit, and she learns how to cook items like perfectly. She's gonna bust in at cooking.
More aggressive or more hostile. They're not. Everyone's really patient, nice, and kind so far. So that's a great sign, especially after our experience in Egypt. Moving on.
Welcome to Joyce's food stall, located in the middle of a long open-air food court. Here, everyone has a specialty. Some have a specialty, chapati, stews, or seafood. One of the best sellers, sardine soup, and no one does it better than Joyce.
She's fucking retired.
She cooks down tomatoes, onions, and salt. Add water, then some unripe mango for a bit of sourness, local chilies for heat, and finally, a lot of sardines. Pair this with chapati, a food that's found in India and down much of the east coast of Africa. Due to ancient ocean trading routes that resulted in not only the sharing.
I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, okay? Just because I don't want to be rude. He makes good videos though. This guy's film and editing is really good though.
Goods, but recipes as well.
First of all, just take a look. It's not like there's a couple fish. It is like nothing but sardines. Now, they have taken the head off, so that's nice. What a pleasant surprise. I mean, looking at this dish, I'm like, this is gonna be so fishy, but it's not. The fish are so meaty, they have tiny little bones inside, but you hardly notice them as you chew. I looked at this and I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And it's stunning, I can't believe it. I wouldn't lie to you. That is supposed to be paired with this, some chapati. Oh my gosh, this is heaven. People usually mix that with this. Love it. I love that. All the people cooking food, they're wearing white, they're wearing chef hats. They look like chefs. And after trying the food, they definitely are. Here, this is a tuna.
The tuna is cleaned, then seasoned with grated ginger and a big hit of salt. Fry it in hot oil until its beautifully purple hue becomes brown.
This is the tuna I bought Joyce. She's cooked some of it for me and she can cook and sell the rest, turn a little profit. I'm gonna pick it up, crack it in half, and take a look at that. Break this into a smaller, more bite-sized piece. A little bit of
That looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. The tuna is beautiful. There's crispy skin on the outside. It's oily. And then you've got the fish so soft and moist on the inside. Come take a look. Oh, look at it steam up. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. This is food that can speak to anybody. It's fish, it's fried, it's bread. There's nothing more relatable than this. That is breakfast. I'm gonna keep walking around and see what else I bump into. Let's go.
So what if you catch seafood that doesn't bring in much money? You eat it. That's what's happening here on the beach with this boxfish and this snake eater.
Oh!
Using a piece of wood as a cutting board, water from the ocean, and an improvised stove, they get to work. Mixing both types of fish and adding okra, chilies, and local seasonings.
Oh. Two things I noticed right away. Tastes pretty good overall. Salty, very sandy too.
No
it's not gonna
shot.
surprise you
Fuck
when you
no.
go look at the footage of how he prepared it. Yes, he washed the sand off, but he missed a couple grains. The meat has a good texture. It's actually quite chickeny. So
It's
this must
sandy.
be the boxfish. I can show you a shot of a boxfish now. Yes, they look awesome, tropical, insane. It's not like normal fish. It's not flaky at all. It is a lot like chicken. The ugali you're gonna see everywhere in Tanzania. It's not so different from the sadza
That's
we had
rocks.
in Zimbabwe.
That's literally
Yeah,
rocks.
That's ugali. Doesn't taste like anything, but it's high calorie, high energy. Is meant to mix with any other food you have, especially foods that are a bit more rich. So that is it for the beach. We're gonna leave the fishing market. This is the biggest city in Tanzania. Let's see what else they got.
Soon, I'm heading to Dar es Salaam's famous Cocoa Beach, where you'll find street food offerings like nowhere else. But first, On Point Kitchen, a lunch spot with attitude, run by Chef Mabuki.
Is that your picture right there?
Yeah, that's my logo.
The chef started small with a humble stall selling beef skewers. Over time, he built out this restaurant and his menu.
I'm here for a couple of things specifically. Do you know what I'm here for?
You wanna see our local food, especially the changamoto,
Changamoto. Is there anything else?
chips mayai or chips Spanish, we call it.
Chip Spanish.
You know Spanish omelet?
Yes. Okay, I don't know why I said
No, I know
yes.
what
I
that
have no
is.
idea what that is. What is a Spanish omelet? I wanted to sound smart.
First, chips mayai, a Spanish omelet with a little bit of a twist.
When you make the eggs with vegetables inside, like carrots, onion, and green pepper, yeah, that's Spanish omelet. So if you put chips inside, we call it Spanish zege.
Chop green peppers, carrots, and onions.
Man, that knife
then
looks
add a
terrible.
load of French fries, and finally, the eggs.
I make everything that everyone makes, but I make it in a unique way.
It almost looks like a pancake. There's tons of like French
Why is it question mark at everything you hear me say, dude? Yeah, it's not. It's a bad knife for cutting.
fries stuck
What's going
into
on
it,
here?
but it's not ready yet.
Chef
Question
Mabuki
mark
serves
everything
this
these
with
days,
his
man.
own
Get a
tomato
grip,
sauce.
dumb fuck. What is wrong with you, man?
Well, that's nice. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's really heavy, so start to add some ketchup on top.
What are you
Tomato
talking about,
sauce,
man?
A bit sweet to cut through the heaviness. And then it's this great combo of eggs and French fries. Is this something you grew up eating?
Yeah, it's a famous one. What I added is green pepper, carrot, and onion. That's the uniqueness.
Here we have the gizzards.
Next up, changi moto, or chicken gizzards. The meat makes friends with garlic, soy sauce, MSG, and lime. Fry it until it's cooked all the way through. In another pan, add water, soy sauce, red onions, and vinegar. Cook it down, add the gizzards, and enjoy.
Oh, I've got tons of super sweet caramelized onions. The chicken gizzards themselves, nice and chewy. The flavors here are outstanding though. Just super savory.
You like them?
Yeah, I'm always a sucker for a good gizzard.
I don't know what that is.
So
A
would
gizzard.
this be more like what? Breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Lunch or dinner is good.
And this is a bar.
Yeah.
So people come here and drink. Have you ever had to cut people off?
No, we don't tell you to stop drinking.
No.
Oh.
Welcome to our final
smile.
destination, Cocoa Beach. The perfect place for locals to kick back, soak up some sun, and slurp down some food. Along the beach, you'll find endless food stalls serving a handful of local favorites. Here, cassava and beef skewers can be found everywhere, but only one
skewers.
vendor serves this.
Something I've never seen before. I don't even know what it's called. What do you call this? Kitare. Sounds cool, right? Kitare.
This culinary artisan invented this creation himself. He uses the coconut as a vessel, then adds 2 layers of mashed potato and coconut cream, seasoned with chili powder, lemon, and salt. Top that with mishikaki, a Tanzanian beef skewer.
I'm just curious how this could taste. Coconut cream mixed with chili powder. Let's go for it. Oh, that's good. That's interesting. It's like a Tanzanian shepherd's pie. Potato and beef, some richness from the coconut cream, a lot of salt, a little bit of chili powder, but nothing too crazy. What makes it a little bit different than shepherd's pie is the vessel that it's contained in right here. You can actually eat the cup like an ice cream cone. Oh, that's awesome. That's a wild combination. This is what I love about my job. I didn't even know I was gonna eat this today. I'm loving it. First day here in Tanzania, it couldn't be going better. So, there's a lot
That
more
kinda
food
looks
here. I'm
decent.
gonna take a look around and see what else I can find. Why is it
Potato?
that like literally everyone is making cassava?
This is where cassava grows here in Tanzania. The place where you're guaranteed to get cassava every day from Monday to Monday.
Well,
so
it's
if
not a
you
potato,
want to
what
have
is
the best
that?
cassava in town, here is where you come.
Meet Soja, an attorney living in Dar es Salaam and a moderate fan of the show. He's gonna walk me through some of the local favorites. First up, beef skewers and cassava salad. The salad is made of fried cassava and fresh cabbage, topped with tomato sauce and yellow juice, consisting of carrot, green chilies, ginger, garlic, and onion.
Yo, Plaid, try to
Well,
get you into
spicy,
the beta,
but it
man.
has like a little bit of that MSG flavor.
Plaid,
that
did you get
from
into the beta or
cassava.
not?
Yes.
Oh, cassava is awesome. I always say cassava is like one of the most underrated foods. I don't know why like the russet potato in the USA is this like king of starch. Cassava is way better.
Yeah, we use it a lot. You had ugali earlier.
Amongst the two, yeah.
Yeah, we use cassava
I'll tell him today. I'll put him- I'll
to
give him a
make
list.
ugali.
Now, mine tastes a little bit like sunblock. Do you think that might just be my hands?
Maybe.
Does yours taste like sunblock?
No.
It's my hands.
It's your hands.
Do you ever use sunblock?
No.
Here we have like the world's tiniest meat skewer.
Yes.
It's so tiny. So it goes meat, fat, meat.
Grab like 3 or 4 of them.
Wow. Delicious. Is beef pretty popular here?
Yes, in public places like these ones, everything is 100% halal.
Right.
The most popular religions are Muslims and Christians. They almost account to half of the populations. So areas that sell pork here are very well identified, clearly labeled,
Right.
so for Muslims not to get mixed.
Right, this is course 1. We still have one more course here. So there is a lot of similar foods, but I did find something
Hello.
that I had never seen before.
Yep.
Our final unique dish today,
Royal or rodeo?
Urojo.
urojo, made with potato, spinach, onions, diced hard-boiled eggs, and 2 special ingredients that Sojo will explain soon. Soak everything in a thick soup made of wheat flour, mango juice, and lime.
Is this something that you grew up eating?
Not really.
One thing I
This
don't
food
like
is
a
popular
fucking
in
mango,
Zanzibar.
man.
It's a Zanzibarian dish. So it's also very popular in the coastal areas near to Zanzibar. This we
Fuck,
call it
man.
kachori,
I was so into
made
this,
of
man.
Wheat flour and potatoes. And then we have bajia.
Oh, yeah.
It's made from
Mango.
Oh, really?
I
know
fucking hate mango. That's disgusting, man.
beef or something.
No, it's not meat.
The broth, it's very thick.
So the mango juice is thick.
I don't
so,
like
So
that
when
at
they
all,
add a
man.
bit of wheat flour, it becomes a bit thicker.
Now I got the kachori.
Yeah. Very tender potato.
Yeah, it tastes like a little ball of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
That's nice. As you search around, every bite's a little bit different.
That's the fun of Urojo.
Two
It's like a
milk
mixture of different tastes as you go.
There's something I'm really curious about here.
Toenail
There's a
take
band
right
here
there,
on plastic
right there.
bags,
Look,
right?
it's toenail take. Look.
How long has that been in effect?
Sometimes around 2019.
And what kind of impact has that had?
Well, the environment has become a bit more cleaner and better, especially these coastal places.
When we flew in,
Yeah.
they tell you over the intercom on the airplane, do not bring plastic bags into our country.
Yes.
I find it very remarkable because most countries would say, we would love to do a ban, we would love to not have our streets and oceans and coasts littered with plastic, but it's too hard and it's not realistic. They would say that.
Yeah, they would.
But then Tanzania actually fucking did it.
Yes.
There's no way it was easy to begin with.
So the minister in charge by that time, he did a good job. So they did almost a whole year of education. It was government PR, adverts. And so when the ban started, they went very hard. The first thing they did was making sure there's no plastic bags available in the market
Yeah.
from the manufacturer. Then after that,
Jesus.
it was easy.
I think it's remarkable. I hope more countries follow suit, including my own country in the US. I think there could be a lot more done to limit the amount of plastic consumption that there is because that plastic ain't
Guys,
go-
people always go to mental gymnastics and say, why can't we do that? Because we have more people, because we have this, we have that. Nah, you don't. You're just fucking lazy, dude. It's easy to fucking implement good things. It is. It's just laziness, unwillingness, and fucking political dog shit, dude.
going nowhere. It's gonna be there until the day both of us die, which for me is gonna be very soon. But for you,
Probably like a few years after you.
yeah. This is incredible. A pleasure hanging out with you, eating with you.
Thank you.
And I might have to get another one of these.
Well, it's not. You say, no more plastic. We outlaw it. Dunzo. Okay, you have this amount of time to stop using plastic, and after that, it's gonna become illegal. End of story. Boom.
The more I eat it, the more I like it.
Easy. Literally.
Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace.
Tanzania.
How is that an L take? How's that an L take? You shouldn't use plastic bags. Don't use plastic bags and plastic dog shit. Boom, replace it. Like what the fuck?